So in this walkthrough, I'm going to show you the user journey beta feature. Now it's been beta for a while, but it works. I know some customers that are actually using it. And what it does, it allows you to, rather than giving an answer to the end user, it allows you to walk through your site and give them videos and where to click and so on. Let me just show you a demo. We have a website called lender.com. This is a fully functional system. There's no simulated stuff, but it shows you all the features of what's an Next Assistant. So I'm going to show you the user journey. And here you can say, show me. And this triggers the user journey. So when I click get started, it tells me what to do. So it tells me to click your profile photo and then click transactions. You can see it's moved on to the next step. And it's telling me to find my fraudulent action. I'm going to pick this one. And then it gives me a video of what happens next if I'm interested. And then click done, and that's finished. So it's a great way to walk your users through how to solve it themselves, as opposed to just giving them, like an LLM text or, static text of instructions. So going back to the guided journeys, one of the biggest pains for the content creator is that you have to create JSON for this. So within Watson Assistant, you need to, copy and paste this in. You need to change each of these line items if you want text or images and so on. And for a content creator, this is a nightmare. I mean, they should not be touching code at all. So what I'm going to show you is how to do this without the content creator having to touch any code. So let's go to actions. So let me walk through all the steps first. So I've got an example action. It's going to put some text here. Click the button below to start the user journey. Then I'm going to call out to our sample action or sub action called sample journey. Now this is my user journey that I'm going to convert. So the first step we do in the user journey is we need to back up the output generic. This is a special object that contains all of the data that's going to be sent to the chatbot and displayed in the chat window. We then erase the output generic so that all of the next steps will be treated as themselves, and this stuff we'll add back in later. So these are each of the steps that are going to be added to our user journey. So we have this, standard text. We can do images. So you can create an image object here, and you can put in here's an image of a cat. Okay. You can do videos. So I took one for an advert. And you can also create, we have a thing called multi-response variations, and there's two modes to it. So if I click edit here, we have what's called a sequential mode. So it'll do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And then we have random mode. Now for the user journeys, only random works. The sequential will not work, but it's a good way to give different responses. And you can also, put a session variable, have it set with values, and actually put the information out. Some things that won't work, the inline, which is this one here, this won't work. And the other one that you're going to have an issue with is if you're making a call to an extension, because the extension, when you trigger an extension, it dumps the output generic straight to the chatbot. So, you lose all that information, so it can't be used in a user journey. So let me go to the last step of the user journey. So what we do now is we call another sub action, which will convert all of this content into a user journey. You can see I've got a little arrow here. This is a notation I use to say that you must give this sub action some input. So we go to edit past values. You can see there's two inputs. Again, I'm using the notation in the field, so you know that steps is not an input, only these two are. And I've just given it some sample text. Now, if we go to convert user journey, again, these are the inputs. This is a temporary variable. So what this does is when the sub action completes or the action completes, then this variable gets cleaned up instead of having like session variables left behind. Unfortunately, you have to send some components through, like the backup object that I showed you, through a session variable. Otherwise, it causes issues. So the last step where all the magic is, just going to put a note in there. So the first thing we do is we take the current output generic. So that was all the previous steps I showed you with the text and the image and video and so on. They're now stored in this object. I put them into the steps object, which is here. And then what I do is I take the backup output generic that we had previously, and I add a user journey response type, which is this here. So, you've got your title, your description. This defines it as a user journey. And then you have your steps here, which is what was stored in the previous action. Okay, so let's just see how that works. Oh, so there's one more thing I need to show you. If we go here, let me just save that. You cannot use this preview with user journeys. It just doesn't work. And currently, user journeys don't support the preview mode. If I use the user journey here, it will actually disable this chatbot, and you have to restart the browser. So what you need to do is you need to click copy link to share, and then you paste it in, and then you get your sample website. Okay, so now I can click test. You can see that this text comes from the test action itself. This is the user journey created. And, so normal text, cat, the video, and, random response. And then you have your session variable as well. And that's it. Thanks for watching.